Morning children, hope that yesterday's topic you have covered and studied very well. Today we are going to do the problems based on exercise 2.1. First question, in a magic square, the sum of the numbers in each row, each column and along the diagonal is the same. Is this a magic square? 4 by 11, 9 by 11, 2 by 11, 3 by 11, 5 by 11, 7 by 11, 8 by 11, 1 by 11, 6 by 11. We have to check that this is a magic square. We have to find each row, each column and diagonals sum equal to same. So I am marking this as first row. Similarly, second row, third row. This side, first column, second column, third column. If we go like this, it is called a diagonal. Two diagonals, first diagonal and the second diagonal. Let us see the sum of each row, column and diagonals. First row. What are the values is given? 4 by 11 plus 9 by 11 plus 2 by 11. The denominator same. So LCM is not required. Directly we can take it as that one. Just add the numerator. 4 plus 9 plus 2 equal to 15 by 11. Right? Now we'll go for the second row. 3 by 11, 5 by 11, 7 by 11. Again 3 plus 5 plus 7. So 15 by 11. Third row. 8 by 11, 1 by 11 plus 6 by 11. Again 15 by 11. Similarly, first column. 4 by 11, 3 by 11, 8 by 11. Again 15 by 11. Second column. 9 by 11, 5 by 11 plus 1 by 11 equal to 15 by 11. Third column. 2 by 11 plus 7 by 11 plus 6 by 11. If you add, we are getting the 15 by 11. Now diagonals left. First diagonal. I am taking this 4 by 11, 5 by 11, 6 by 11. So again our sum is 15 by 11. Now second diagonal. Two by 11, 5 by 11, 8 by 11. If you add, you will get again 15 by 11. This what we got here, each row, each column and both diagonals sum equal to 15 by 11. Therefore, it is a magic square. Second question. Arrange the following fractions in descending order. 4 by 6, 3 by 8, 6 by 12, 5 by 16. The question is asked for descending order, that means greatest to smallest. So 4 by 6, 3 by 8, 6 by 12, 5 by 16. All the denominators are different. So what is the first step? We should make the LCM. LCM we have already done here. It is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Therefore, it is equal to 48. Now, based on the equivalent fraction idea, we have to continue this question. So, the first one, that is 4 by 6 equal to, we want denominator as a 48. So, we should multiply this with 8. So, here also 8, it is equal to 32 by 48. That means 4 by 6 equal to 32 by 48. Again 3 by 8. We need 48 in the denominator. That means 8 into 6. So 3 into 6 equal to 18 by 48. Next 6 by 12. Again we need the denominator as 48. So we should multiply the denominator with the 4. So 6 into 4. It is equal to 24 by 48. Again 5 by 16. We want the denominator as a 48. So 16 should be multiplied with the 3. Then 5 also multiplied with the 3. So 15 by 48. Now we got the new equivalent fractions with the denominator 48 in this, which is greater, 32 is greater, then which comes 24, then 18, then 15. So it is in the descending order. After understood this means, we can write in the fraction form, that is 32 by 48, again 24 by 48, next 18 by 48, then 15 by 48. This is the descending order. Therefore, corresponding fraction we should write 4 by 6. 32 by 48 is 4 by 6. 24 by 48 is 6 by 12. Next, 18 by 48 is 3 by 8. 15 by 48 is 5 by 16. So, your answer is this. Next question, simplify. 2 by 3 plus 1 by 6 minus 2 by 9. All are having different denominator. So the first step is we have to calculate LCM. LCM procedure I am not explaining because you have learned already. LCM equal to 18. So the solution is 2 by 3. First question I will write 1 by 6 minus 2 by 9 equal to 18. So 3 into 6 to be 18. So here 6 into 3. So here 3 should be multiplied. Here 2 should be multiplied. That means 12 plus 3 minus 4. 15 minus 4 by 18. It is equal to 11 by 18. That is the answer. Next question, simplify. 7 integer 5 by 6 minus 4 integer 3 by 8 plus 2 integer 7 by 12. Solution. 7 integer 5 by 6 minus 4 integer 3 by 8 plus 2 integer 7 by 12. These all are mixed fraction. What is the first step? Convert into improper fractions. 7 integer 5 by 6 can be written as 47 by 6. How we got 7 6 are 42 plus 5, 47 by 6. Similarly, 8 4s are 32 plus 3, 35. The denominator is 8. Again, 12 2s are 24 plus 7, 31 by 12. Now, we got the denominator different. What is the next step? We have to find out the LCM. 3, 4, 6. Again 2, 3, 2, 3. Again 2, 3, 1, 3. 3 will go again 1, 1, 1. So LCM equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 equal to 24. 8 3s are 24. So 24 is the denominator now. Now here you should multiply with the 4. Here we should multiply it with the 3. Here we should multiply it with the 2. Right? Now 47 into 4. 7 4s are 28, balance 2. 4 4s are 16 plus 2, 188. Next 35 into 3. 5 3s are 15, balance 1. So 105. Now 31 2 easy one only for you. So it is 62. Now we'll substitute the values whatever we got from here. 188 minus 105 plus 62. So we should add 188 plus 62 first, then 105 to be subtracted. So 188 plus 62, balance 1, it is 250. So 250 minus 105 divided by 24. Your answer is 5 5s are 10, balance 1, 4, 145 by 24. If you go for the conversion of mixed fraction, 24 6 are 144, so balance 1, it is equal to 6 integer 1 by 24. So this question, mixed fraction is given, so we converted into improper fraction, then we calculated LCM, then the normal method. Next question. Suman studies for 5 integer 2 by 3 hours daily. She devotes 2 integer 4 by 5 hours of her time for science and maths. How much time she devotes for other subjects? What is given in the question? Total study hour is given, and from that she devotes 2 integer 4 by 5 for science and maths. The question is asked that what is the time she is giving for other subjects. So we will write, since it is a word problem, we have to write in words only. So we are writing that total study hours. Five integer 2 by 3. That means 17 by 3 hours. Right? Study hour for maths and science. Equal to 2 integer 4 by 5. 14 by 5. Now total study hour is 17 by 3, and the science and maths she studies only 14 by 5 hours. Now the question is, what is the time devoted for other subjects? So the study hours for other subjects. How to do this one? We have to subtract science and maths hours from total hours. So 17 by 3 minus 14 by 5. 3 and 5 are prime numbers only. So your LCM is 15. So what is the number to be multiplied here? Into 5 into 3. 17 5s are 85. 14 3s are 42. So your answer is, after subtraction, it is 43 by 15. It is again, we should write in a mixed fraction, 2 integer 13 by 15 hours. So what is the time she devoted? So other subjects equal to 2 integer 13 by 15. Next question. The cost of mathematics books is rupees 25 by 34, and that of science book is rupees 20 integer 1 by 2. Which cost more and by how much? So what is given in the question? Cost of maths book. (25) integer 3 by 4. Now cost of science book. 20 integer 1 by 2. Which cost more? Which cost more means from this whole number, natural number part, we can see that 25 is greater than 20. So which cost more? Cost of max book is more because 25 integer 3 by 4 is greater than 20 integer 1 by 2. This shows what a cost of max book is more. Next, by how much? Second part of the question is by how much. So what we should do first means we will convert into improper fraction. 25 fours are 100 plus 3, 103 by 4. 20 into 2, 40, 41 by 2. So this is the improper fraction of this given questions. So by how much means we should find the difference. So difference equal to 103 by 4 minus 41 by 2. So it's an easy LCM for you, 4. So here only we should multiply 103 minus 82 by 4. It is equal to 21 by 4. It is equal to 5 integer 1 by 4. So all these are rupees only. Cost of rupees 25 integer 3 by 4. So here also we should write rupees. This is also rupees only. So what is the answer now? Rupees 5 integer 1 by 4. So the answer is by how much it is called. So we should write the max book cost rupees 5 integer 1 by 4 more than science book. Since it is a word problem, we should conclude the answer in words. Next question. Find the perimeter of the given diagram. First one triangle ABE, second one rectangle BCDE. After that, whose perimeter is greater? So from the figure we have to take the help. We should find the triangle's perimeter. We should find the rectangle's perimeter. Then decide which perimeter is greater. First one is perimeter of the triangle ABE. Perimeter of triangle ABE means sum of all the three sides. So first side is AB, second side is BE, third side is AE. So we are substituting the values 5 by 2 plus 2 integer 3 by 4 plus 3 integer 3 by 4. All the values we have substituted. So 5 by 2 there is no problem. 2 integer 3 by 4 we should convert. It is 11 by 4 plus 3 integer 3 by 5 we should convert. It is 18 by 5. Now all the terms are having different denominator. So we should go for the LCM. So 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. Again 2, 1, 1, 5. Again 5, 1, 1, 1. LCM equal to 2 into 2 into 5 equal to 20. So it is equal to 20. Now what should be multiplied here? 10. What should be multiplied here? 5. Because the denominator is 4. What should be multiplied here? Into 4. Why? The denominator is 5. Now 5 into 10 it is 50. 11 into 5 55 plus 18 into 4 it is 72. If we add 50, 55, 72. 177. 177 divided by 20. Therefore 8 integer 17 by 20 centimeter is the perimeter of triangle. Now second part. Perimeter of rectangle BCDE. That means 2 into L plus B formula, you know that. So what is the length here? 2 integer 3 by 4. What is the breadth here? 7 by 6. So we are substituting the values here. 2 integer 2 into 2 integer 3 by 4 plus 7 by 6 equal to 2 bracket 11 by 4 plus 7 by 6. So we have to take the LCM 4 and 6 this time. So LCM equal to 12. So into 3 here, into 2 here. So 33 plus 14. It is equal to 2 into 47 by 12. Cancel this 6. So equal to 47 by 6. 7 6 are 42, balance 5. Now see, the perimeter of triangle is 8 integer 17 by 20 and perimeter of BCD, that is rectangle, 7 integer 5 by 6. While seeing the natural number itself, you can see that 8 integer 17 by 20 is greater than 7 integer 5 by 6. Third question. 8 integer 17 by 20 is greater than 7 integer 5 by 6. So, which perimeter is greater? Perimeter of triangle ABE is greater. All the answers should be highlighted. Now, we completed some of the examples based on exercise 2.1. Now you can practice these questions 2-3 times. After that, you have to solve exercise 2.1. Exercise 2.1 is a homework for you that you should solve in the separate notebook. I think last year also you have learned that how to maintain max book. One classwork, one homework is there. Classwork you have to complete whatever we are teaching here. Homework exercise only. So exercise 2.1 is your homework. Exercise 2.1 is your homework. So all exercise questions you have to solve in the separate book. So this is the first day's homework, that is exercise 2.1.